You're probably in here wondering what dumb YouTuber has another coin method for you that you already know about. I get it. It's probably going to be something you already seen. But there's something I noticed in the market that you're going to have to pick up on if you really want to get ahead in the next couple weeks. What's going on, everybody? What's good? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto, and I'm back once again with another fantastic Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. In this video, yeah, we're gonna do a coin making methods. I get it, guys, I know, but this is a legit coin making method. It's a couple ways to do it, a couple ways to make coins. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's probably something you already know, maybe it is, but there's a little part to it that I've added and been looking at that you might want to take a note of. But before we jump into all of that good stuff, just want to let you know, if you are new here, you can hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the little bell, get notified anytime I go live with new content right here on YouTube. Also, thumbs up, like goal. If we get 30 likes on this one, because we've been crushing 20 lately, 30 likes, 30 thumbs up, 30, 30, 30. We'll open a bundle when the new series is upon us, okay? So, 30 likes, subscribe, notification bell, got all the main stuff. Also, comment below. Let me know what you think about these ideas, these thoughts. Again, these are musings and ideas that I have in my head. They're not steadfast, tried and true, legit, #1 EA approved ways to make coins, but it's just stuff I've noticed and has worked for me. And I'll show you the work as well. So let's just jump right into it, right? No more dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and check out the auctions and trades here. Let's see something I noticed recently on my auctions. So what I've been doing is I've been doing some team standout sets. As you can see here, Duron Harmon's there. If we sort by newest and we go down, he's just on the market. Don't worry about him listed for 6 hours. I strongly recommend everybody, if you ever are selling anything that has to do with the market, sell it for 1 hour. Sell it for an hour. Unless you're overnight and you want to, set it, forget it, and hopefully it sells overnight, sell it for 8 hours. But anything more than 8 hours overnight, I wouldn't suggest doing it at all. But as you can see, Kyler Murray set done. Kareem Hunt done. There's Kareem Hunt's power up, Kyler Murray's power up. And if we keep going down here, we have Duron Harmon's power up. But the other thing I noticed recently is this: Marvin Harrison's power up. It's a team of the week card. Okay, it's not a power up that was in the game at launch, as far as I know. This affects odds for this 77 in particular. It affects odds for get a gold packs. It affects odds for basically every pack in the game, especially get a golds, because it's a 77. It's a gold. And it affects odds for exchange sets. If you do these sets, if you did the Team Affinity set for the team builders, there was times, or I'm sorry, with the team diamonds, there's times where you could sell the power up for more than the card. The power up is where the value was in a lot of these sets. So if you're doing the berry set right now, it's probably cheap and it's probably not going to be worth your value as much as it was previously. Why is that? Well, EA changed some shit on us. So as you can see through here, all these cards pretty much require the same thing. 22 specific items per team. You put them in, you get the card, you get the power up, boom. Now the overalls range, right? 86, 87, 88, 89, 86, 87, 88, 89, 93 for Barry, the MasterCard, obviously. But they're ranging 86, 87, 88, 89. But the key though was the power up, okay? So Drew Bennett power up was beastie. I remember Mark Clayton's power up was beastly. Jermichael Finley's power up, beastly. Asante Samuel, Dre Bly, all those. Adalius Thomas. I remember Adalius Thomas cards were going for 300K, and now maybe it's lucky to be over 50. So what is that telling me? It's telling me EA's adding power ups. Let's go beyond the fact that EA's doing that. Kind of screwy, kind of messed up. You're gonna add stuff to the packs, affect the odds, because when you add stuff to packs, it impacts the odds, right? If I'm taking stuff out, it makes the odds better. Okay, if I'm taking stuff out, it makes the odds of pulling something I want specific better. That's why I tell everybody for these most feared packs, don't buy the 85 pluses after Scary Fast comes out unless there's an LTD, because you're getting more 85s. You're getting the same 92s, right? You're gonna get a 90, and that's it. But you're getting how many 85s? You're getting how many 87s? More than the 90s. So you're getting more. So for this, it's just kind of screwy, but we can try to make the most out of it, right? So what I'm looking at, right, is I went through and went ahead and tapped into the good old El Mucho Hedo, and I went ahead and I looked at Mr. Jermichael Finley. Okay, number 88 tight end power up. As you can see here, though, Mudhead prices, that's dropping down. He's went up 44%, but it's up to 3.9K. So where did he drop? Where did it go wrong? So if you look at Mudhead's pricing, and I'm sorting this price history since launch, right? Launched 43K, peaked at about like 60K, hit another about 55K, and then even hit as high as 49K. 40K, 35K. But then it dropped, plummeted down to 5K, 5.7. Okay, went up a little bit, but pretty much a steadfast plummet here. All right, cool. So let's check Marvin Harrison then. He's been out his whole history. He's been out since about September 23rd. And as you can see here, we're going through, and then right here, about October 13th-ish, October 14th, it began to go down. We were at 48K, went down to 31. And then by the next day, it was down to about 7 on PlayStation, Xbox 4, 5. Let's do another Team of the Week card. Arian Foster was a Team of the Week card. It's Arian Foster's Power Up. His launch was a little bit, I think, a week before Marvin Harrison's. And as you can see here, his price, his Power Up was up here. 60K, 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 35. It went down probably because a running back came out. But then it went down again. Probably another running back came out. And then it just went up. It went up and it went up. Went down again, but still it's hovering around like 30, 40K. And then you got a little drop right here again between October 11th and 18th. Okay. So what does that tell me? Well, it tells me, since I pulled that Marvin Harrison out of the pack, as you can see right here, I pulled him out of a Team of the Week pack, just trying to buy Team of the Week packs to pull for the limited. So what this tells me is that EA is probably going to add these Team Standout power-ups in the next power-up expansion for Wildcard Wednesday, which could come in another 2 to 3 weeks. If we go off, again, EA's trends, right? Because we just got Wildcard Wednesday, heavyweights last week. This week we got flashbacks. Then if we go through to the store and keep checking them out, we're going to get Rising Stars. The Rising Stars are going to come, and it's going to be another thing that we can get in the trading store. We're going to get flashbacks, and then we're going to go right back into power-ups. So you got about 3 weeks here to try to make the most out of the situation at hand. These cards are in packs. Obviously, the value goes down. And obviously with that, that means the value of that whole entire set goes down. That set, because those cards you can pull out of packs. You can pull the standard card out of packs. So this brings me to Team Standouts. And it's a cause for concern just because Team Standouts have been very profitable for me and many others throughout the year since they've been out. So number one, shouts to Gut Fox. Gut Fox, the legend, the GOAT. He's the one who was kind of early on this saying, hey guys, look at these sets, see what you can do, Team of the Week. See what we can make out of it, see if you can make coins, and especially keep an eye on the cards that don't have power-ups. So if we went through Team Standouts, right? Team Affinity, Team Standouts, you going through your Series 2, some of these guys don't have power-ups already in the game. Like built in, they didn't have power-ups at launch. JPP, Kyler Murray, L'Jarius Sneed. And for obvious reasons, L'Jarius Sneed, I mean, he was a free safety to start the year. Now he's a cornerback, and he got a pretty good upgrade there for the Chiefs. He doesn't have a regular power-up that was in the game previously. So these are just like some names and guys to watch out for. Calvin Ridley didn't have a power-up previously. DK Metcalf, but a guy like Fred Warner, I believe he did have one recently. Kendricks had one. Kamara, chief among them. Kamara, number one, that had the power up. So if we go through and we check out a guy like Deron Harmon, who's a free safety that has been probably one, if not 2, 3 most popular team standout to get. If we check over here on his prices, his stuff's going down, but it's not as much as previous with the other sets, right? So if we check out Deron Harmon here, his price went down 12K, went up, 12%, excuse me, went up 15% on PlayStation. But if we check out through the prices here, we don't have that stark drop yet. I mean, early on we had it right about here. But still, it's been hovering around 100K, 120K. Like, these numbers are ridiculous. 70K, and it's going back up. Trends say this is going back up. And the max it was selling at was about 125. Right here is the stats for nerds. You can get the whole, like, based on the last couple sales, what the range is, what the average is, all that good stuff. The training ratio, it's all great stuff. So what this is telling me, and this is updated last 12 hours ago, so the price, the market might drop a little bit, but not that much. What I'm saying to you guys is that if you haven't done it already, go and start doing team standout sets immediately. Because what this is telling me is that EA, what they're going to do is around this date, and let's look at it again here, guys. We go watch along, if we go right here to Marvin Harrison, He's the key. 13th and 15th, because everybody else is pretty spread out between a week. But right here, Marvin Harrison, 13th to 15th, something happened. What happened on October 14th? This happened on October 14th. They added power-ups to the game through power-up expansion. So they sent out this cool tweet and said, hey, all these cards are coming, all these new power-ups for cards that you need are coming. They did a whole special stream of GMM. They showed us all the power-ups. Team of the Week cards, some specific Team of the Week cards, and Team Diamonds were gonna get their power-ups in the game. Maybe they did tell us and I missed it, but either way, point being is that right now, if you want to make coins, go to Team Standouts and start either making these sets, selling the parts for the sets. And I'm gonna show you how to do both, okay? So right here, we're gonna go through and just do Marcus May. He's the one that's been pretty pricey for me, and I've sold his card 5 times maybe. And we'll show the sheet after. But right here is the set. So you need 186.88, 482.84s, and then 978 to 80s. So what you want to do is, and this is great to kind of go through and snipe. You can go through and just check prices to see what we're looking at price-wise, right? But before we do that, unless you want to do the math on your own, I went ahead and I did a spreadsheet of my own. Shouts to my guy, Popular Stranger, because this is totally derived from his Legend set calculator. Basically the same premise here. This is a Team Standout set calculator, and if you want to add this yourself, the link again is in the description down below. I'm going to show you right here how to add it to your Google Drive or your Google whatever setup, both on PC and mobile. On PC or computer, desktop, whatever, it's very easy. All you got to do up here is hit File, then you're going to go make a copy. Then you name it whatever you want, put it in whatever folder you want, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's it. And just hit OK, and it's done. And that's all you got to do. File, make a copy, add it to your Google Drive, and there you can customize it yourself. But for purposes that are easier for me, I'm just going to show you guys what I've been doing. So over here on the right-hand side, you can see it over here. Yep, you should be able to see it. I'm going to scroll over. These are the cards I've made. Now, I started this about 2 weeks ago now. I didn't track dates per se, but I did track how much I sold the card for and what the profit was. So as you can see, Marcus May was hitting 2, 3, 4, 5 early. I decided to go Durant. And yesterday, these 3 guys, I did these 4 within like the first couple weeks. These were spread out a little bit, and then Harmon Hunt Murray were yesterday. Okay, Murray's at 105K, and I'll show you why in a minute. But what I did was I tracked all these guys, and what I've been doing too on this sheet is keeping a list right here. My core 5 or 6 guys that are up in the market, right? You want to keep an eye on what the core cards are, the base cards, the non-power up cards, how much their value is, because then that's probably going to dictate a good percentage of the value for the set, because there are some cards, some Team Standouts that are under 100K. So what you do here, and it's very, 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 very simple. It does all the math for yourself. You find the card you want. In this case, it's Kyler Murray. And right here, here's the requirements for the set. Here's all the set listings. Don't touch this. Leave it alone. Don't touch anything down here either. Don't touch none of that. Touch none of it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. All you have to do is fill in market up to total. Everything up to total. Fill in market, target, and actual. This is all dependent on you and what you did. So market, and if we go over here, market. So if we check out our game, and once again, we're right here in the game. So if I go an 86 and I click that with a little magnifying glass, you get the market is telling you that this is about 48K for one of these, okay? That's what you're gonna have to pay if you buy it right there. And if we switch back over, it'll be the same thing right down here, 86, 88. We're gonna go ahead and put 48, 1, 2, 3, okay? Now we're gonna go back out, and I'm not gonna switch it too much. I'm just gonna go over what we're doing in the game here. You guys can do it on your own, obviously. And we're gonna switch that up. This is about 24K for these. So we're gonna go 24, 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy it in the interest of time and just paste it. And then the same thing for 78 to 80s. You're gonna go down, you're gonna check out the 78 to 80s with the magnifying glass. It's gonna pop up, bada bing, bada boom. It's about 6K, okay? So these are selling about 6K. So we're gonna do 6, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna copy, we're gonna paste them all here, all right? So that's our market price. So we're looking market price right now is about 198K to build his card out without sniping any cards, okay? So target price, I'm gonna go for 5,500 for this just to, you know, be respectable because 6K is pretty low. As you can see, there were 7K yesterday. So we're gonna go 6K here. For 24K, I'm gonna do 21,000. We're gonna do that. And 48K, I'm gonna do 45,000. So we're saving some coinage here. So if I went through and I just did, if I bought all my cards at these target prices, right? Target price is gonna come down to 178. After tax, I'm looking at 160. And the profit on this could be 40K, right? Because I'm gonna sell this Kyler Murray card, if he sells altogether, 223K card and the power up. That's what I sold him for on the market. Kyler Murray again, and I'm just using Marcus May set just to show you guys the cards. But the market says he's 223 at the time that I sold him. And if I'm building a setup for 178, then I'm making 40K profit. Now, actual or real profit right here is dependent on you and what you get these cards for. Now you see a bunch of zeros there, right? For me, I had a set where I could do these because I was building up team of the week cards throughout the days, throughout the week, throughout the time, similarly to how we've been building up the 50 cards, similarly to how we've been building up other cards through get a player packs. So I've been going through and doing get a player packs, basically just filling it up, exchanging all the way up through to the 76, 78 superstar MVPs. Don't do 75, 70, 75, 79 golds. That's toxic. Don't do it. 76, 78 superstar MVPs unless you really want those power-ups. I know, power-ups. What about the power-ups? If you really want the power-ups, go get the power-ups. God damn it. 75, 79, but it's going to cost you an extra card to gamble to possibly get a power-up. Tyreek Hill, everybody's losing their minds. So I built them all the way up and basically I got those team of the week cards for free. So what I did to finish out the rest of the set was I went and I sniped the rest of the cards. And the best way to snipe that is go through and see what the prices are. Okay, so right here, the prices are telling us that we're looking at like 21K for 82 84s. What I was checking earlier was the unfiltered prices. Now, what I recommend doing is buying these on the auction house on your phone, the companion app. Definitely use the companion app if you can. Don't sit there and try to buy them through the auction house, especially on Team of the Week Tuesdays. Don't sit there and try to buy them through the auction house on your game, on your device, on your Xbox, PlayStation, PC. If you for some reason are a lunatic and use PC to play Madden. So how do you make coins off these? There's two ways to do it, right? Number one, you go through and you sell the card plus the power up, right? Obviously, you go through, you build the set, you sell it out. Number two way to make coins is to make these cards, the 86s, the 82s, the 78s. Make those cards by doing exchange sets all the way up through, and then that way you can make enough coins to either make up for what the card is more than the value, right? Because we already saw the first time through what the price is on the market. So if you sell for market price, you're probably going to make more than what the card value is going to be, or you're probably going to make a decent amount of coins without investing too much time into it. So something you want to keep in mind too, how do you get the Team of the Week cards? Well, it's very easy through the sets, through the Get a Player Pack sets. But the one you want to put in is Team of the Week, Week 2. And the reason why is because, or Week 1, either way is fine, but Team of the Week, Week 2, it has the lowest requirements, but it hits all the requirements needed for a team standout. Okay, so it's gonna spit you out a random 78 to 86 Team of the Week, Week 2 player. I've gotten 78s. Just yesterday, I just got a Christian McCaffrey and I put him in a set, the 86 overall. I do get a bunch of 82s as well. I think Aaron Jones is one of them, so I got him a couple times. But eventually what I did was I fill it up, do it as many times as I can. Usually, typically with the standout sets, when I go into them, I look and I see how far along I am. If I'm over halfway through, and time is of the essence, obviously. But if I'm over halfway through and I need these coins, or I need to sell this card immediately before its profit goes down, I'm gonna go ahead and try to snipe some cards if I can. Also, you can fill it up with some random pack trash, obviously GMM packs. Even the packs that you buy trying to pull for LTDs. Don't quick sell those cards. Don't try to sell those golds right away. Go ahead and take those golds or silvers, build them up into sets, and then build all the way up to Team of the Week cards. If we go program, Team of the Week, again, 82 84s for under 21K. Quality, we're gonna go 82 84, 82 83, excuse me. And right here is about 25K. 84 85, what are we looking at here? 24K, 25K. So that's what we're looking at right there. So we're gonna have to just hang out here for a little bit and see if we can get one under 21. Probably won't be able to on the market, but if you stay here long enough, especially on Team of the Week Tuesdays, like I said, people are gonna come and spit these cards out and just throw them right out at you, okay? Eventually these prices will come down, right? So that way you can go ahead and grab one for a pretty cheap price. If we go down to 75, 79, Same thing here. We're gonna look for cards that are under 5,500. So right here, Stephon Diggs, I haven't even sorted by all offense, defense, or anything. 5,500. If we go wide receiver, even sort down a little bit more, 55 there for Diggs. If we go on defense here, check out what we got. 6,500 for Kerrigan. So that Diggs would be a good buy at 5,500 right now. It's a low price. It's right at our target. You want to go for under the target if possible, but if you can't get it, that's fine. Another trick too is just check the 80s. The 80s sometimes are really low, especially the new 80s that come out. So if I go through and I go and check out Mr. Daniel Sorensen, if I go through here, there's a 58 right there. So it's not 55, it's not below it, but it's a price that's gonna come creeping down. So just keep that in mind. You can snipe these cards. You can build them up through get a player packs. Build them up all the way through, and then once you get the card, sell it. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to do this now is because according to EA Trends, this tells us that they're going to put Team Standout power-ups in packs when we get the new power-up expansion, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. It's coming. It's going to hit us hard. It's going to hit us fast, all right? Just think about that, all right? So that's gonna do it for the video today. We went kind of long, but it's all right. I wanted to go over some stuff, and I wanted to explain what you guys should be looking out for and what you should be doing as far as building and selling and doing all that good stuff with your coins. Okay, we got some good stuff coming up. Scary Fast is coming out tomorrow, I'd assume, on Thursday. So just keep that in the back of your minds. Keep an eye on that. Make them coins, guys. Good luck, and let me know in the comment section below if you got any questions.